Hey everyone, and welcome to this live broadcast where we're going to be talking about 5 different ways that you can heat print hoodies. And the reason I wanted to share this topic with you guys is because hoodies are one of the most popular items that are being printed in this custom apparel world. And we want to take some time to think about how you can differentiate your business when it comes to heat printing custom designs for customers specifically onto hoodies so that you can separate yourself from the competition. And one of the easiest ways to do that is just by adding unique placements and building some unique value to that particular product that you're offering your customers. So not only are we going to be talking about those unique placements that you can achieve simply with just a heat press, but we're also going to talk about, kind of how hoodies have become such a staple, not only in your customer's closet, but also in the custom apparel industry. So before we dive into actually heat printing, I wanted to review what the 2 most popular styles of hoodies are so you know what to look for whenever you're sourcing your blank items. The first one is obviously the standard. So this is a pullover hoodie as opposed to a zip-up hoodie, which is also popular, and the 2 that we're going to specifically hone in on today. So this one is 100% cotton. That's why this is the most popular in standard hoodie. It's a pullover. It has the front pocket and hood. And whenever you're considering placements for this particular garment, there are a lot of print areas that you can take advantage of to build more profit opportunity around just this piece. So we do have the standard front printed for this, and also the back and sleeve. All right, so we're going to show some other unique placements you can achieve on this today. And then the other popular style is a full zip hoodie. All right, so this one, going beyond just your 100% cotton, this is actually a blend product. And this is also another popular substrate when it comes to hoodies. Some of the moisture wicking products that are 100% polyester, and then also some of those blends. So what we're able to achieve with a full zip hoodie is not only the full zipper and being able to print around that. That does limit you on how many placements you can get out of this product because a full front, while it's achievable, isn't necessarily easy to do. So some people, for the most part, will just avoid that, maybe do a left chest print. But as you can see, there are a lot of other print areas of this garment that you can take advantage of. And we always say, the more areas of a garment you print, then the more profit that you can make. So full zip hoodies are another popular one. And then another one that is growing in popularity is the quarter zip hoodie. All right, so we are kind of combining the 2 and doing a quarter zip here, but it also still has those same attributes that the popular hoodie styles have with the front pocket and the hood and having long sleeves. Now, hoodies have definitely evolved, and not only with the substrate types that the manufacturers are using to make the hoodies, but also in the way they are being styled. So we went from just your basic standard 100% cotton hoodie, and now we're starting to see more things being incorporated. So we have really unique seam placements with this one. Right, it actually has a double seam on the side, and it has a really nice large cuff area here. And it also has a higher collar. So we're also seeing scuba neck and cow neck hoodies being incorporated into custom apparel as well. Another popular finish that is being incorporated in hoodies is also the metallic thread being woven throughout whenever this is being manufactured to give a glitter sparkle effect. So J America does this very well. They have a lot of glitter metallic and cotton blend products that achieve this really unique look. All right, and now we're also starting to see crop hoodies that have a raw hemline. So many of you have probably seen this trend with Bella Canvas and their sponge fleece products. This one specifically is Sport Tech, but what we're doing is just cropping the bottom of the hoodie and no longer having a pocket there, and there's just a raw hem there to make it look as though it was cut. All right, so crop hoodies are growing very largely in custom apparel, but it did start in retail, and that's why we're starting to see it transition into this marketplace. Also being able to have all over prints. So more and more we're starting to see fully sublimated garments. Really started out in t-shirts, but now it's starting to be incorporated into hoodies as well. So this is a popular option. This is a digi camo effect where it was just fully sublimated to achieve the gradients and colors that you're seeing within this hoodie. All right, so a lot of different styles out there that you can print so that you can set yourself apart from some of the competition just doing your standard cotton hoodies. I do see some of you guys commenting in. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining. I always love to see where you guys are joining from, so feel free to comment that in and like the broadcast as you are joining in. Now, just like t-shirts, hoodies all have different substrates, and some of those popular substrates that we see across the board are 100% cotton. Again, earlier, as I mentioned, the moisture wicking, 100% polyester if we're getting into some performance markets where we need more athletic wear, and then also fleece, okay? So fleece is definitely trending largely because we're starting to see not only fleece on the inner lining of the hoodie, but also on the outer as well, which makes it sometimes hard to print. And we do have solutions for that. But I did want you guys to make note of some of the popular fleece garments. So we're looking at 100% polyester fleece line. So we call that a poly fleece hoodie, most commonly sourced from Sport Tech from Sanmar. And that is growing in popularity so specifically because it is so soft, okay? So we're going from 100% cotton, which is pretty much your standard, but when you start to incorporate fleece into those hoodies, that's where we're able to kind of upsell at that point. So when you're thinking about the hoodies that you do want to offer, you want to take the good, better, best marketing approach where you're offering maybe your 100% cotton hoodies for your good, and then maybe a blend for your better, and then your fleece for the best. All right, so we're actually going to be printing a cotton hoodie in 5 different placements. I'll be able to show you that, but I just really wanted to make sure you guys noted that how popular the fleece garments are when it comes to hoodies and other types of outerwear that can be sourced from Sport Tech, from Sanmar, and also from Bella Canvas, because they are doing a sponge fleece that is extremely popular and very soft to touch. All right, so with that being said, we can go ahead and move on to the actual application. All right, so I wanted to show you this specifically because not only can you do your standard, most common prints of a hoodie, which would be a front and back that we showed you earlier, maybe a sleeve, but also different unique areas of that garment that can add more profit opportunity for you. All right, so I went ahead and cut, or print and cut 5 different designs so that we can utilize 5 different placements on one hoodie. All right, but this can work across several hoodies, whether it be a full zip hoodie and even a quarter zip hoodie. All right, so we're going to be pressing this 100% cotton hoodie that is sourced from District. Okay, this was purchased from Sanmar specifically. And the first thing that I'm going to do is make sure I have the accurate platens to work with. Now, if you don't have a heat press that allows you to load on individual platens to isolate certain areas of a garment, you can also use print accessories such as heat printing pillows and pads to isolate those areas as well. Now, when we consider the type of garment that we're heat applying, in this case, a hoodie, we need to think about what we need to avoid that's going to cause an inaccurate application. All right, so the first thing, and kind of a limitation when it comes to hoodies, is how much space you have on the front of the garment to heat apply, because there is, for the most part, pockets on the front of hoodies, unless you get into some of the hoodies I showed earlier that don't have that pocket because it's a raw hem on the front. In this case, what we need to do is avoid this pocket. So what I did was took a 11 by 15 platen, and I put that in the landscape view so that now my pocket is dropping off of the back, and the collar on the front and those seams are also dropping off of the front. So now I have a nice flat area to work with. and my laser alignment system that's connected with the dual here is lining up perfectly for me to show me what's center. All right, so first thing that we want to do is preheat. All right, and that's just going to drop down and preheat that for me at the pressure that I need. So I'm using the Dual Fusion IQ, so it has the automated pressure, so I know everything is all set up for me once I select that product there. So with this design, since we are doing that standard front application, I did want to make it a little unique and bring it from the side over as opposed to directly center. So not only whenever you're thinking about how you're printing your hoodies, think outside the box and how you can make the design a little bit different as opposed to just a standard center front. All right, so we're actually going to take this from the left side in. All right, and I'm going to grab a cover sheet real quick. And then this will heat apply for the full application. All right, so whenever you're thinking about your 11 by 15 platen, you'll consider, what other things that you can utilize that for. So most commonly, whenever we came out with the 11 by 15 platen, we said it's going to work best for youth garments and some of those lady slim fit tees. But now, since we're need to isolate areas of hoodies, it's very easy to just turn that around and print the full front of that without any of those seams and structures of the hoodie keeping us from getting a nice firm application. All right, so this design is complete, and now I can move on to my next placement. So we're considering different placements of hoodies. Some of the most popular placements are the pocket. All right, my apologies, I was going to say hood. Hood is too, but we're going to print the pocket first. And for this application, I don't actually have to worry about anything causing an uneven pressure. These seams are a little thick, so I could use a pillow here, but since I'm not going to go too close to those seams, it should be fine to apply there. All right, and so my hoodie is not sliding off as this is being pressed. I'm going to tuck it under and let it set there. And again, all you have to do is hold in those two buttons and this will automatically adjust that pressure to make sure it is hitting the transfer and applying that adhesive to the garment. All right, so hot peel. All right, so before we move on, I just want to show you what the print applications actually look like on the front of the hoodie. All right, so not only were we able to get that unique placement coming from the side over to the center, but also the pocket as well. So when you think about how you would sell the product, what you need to consider is not only the blank item and what it can sell for standalone, but also how you are achieving more profit opportunity with the print applications that you're doing. So if I was just doing a standard front for this particular garment, I could probably sell it for $16 to $18. But since I added that additional custom print there on the pocket, I can take that from $18 to $20. All right, so let's add some more print placements and show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go over to the B station of my dual here and load on this. So I already have my 6 by 20 platen here, which is the leg and sleeve platen. And now I'm just going to thread on the sleeve of this so that it isolates that print area away from the seams and other structures of the garment that can cause uneven pressure. All right, and this is where platens really come in to play, is whenever you're doing unique placements and need to just load something on fairly quickly. All right, so heat printing allows you to do that very easily. So now all I have to do is just drop this down at sleeve print. Another popular print that we actually aren't doing today is the cuff as well. So consider that as another option whenever you're heat printing and looking for other unique areas to apply. All right, so I do see some comments coming in. All right, El Paso, Texas, Charlotte, Missouri, just kind of all over. Thank you guys for joining. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment in. All right, so that is another placement that you can utilize. So now that we have additional placements, other than just the front chest and the pocket, we have the sleeve print now. And so we're able to increase our profit opportunity there by charging an additional couple dollars for that placement as well. So we went from selling the hoodie with just a full front for $16 to $18, and now we're just adding more and more profit opportunity with the additional placements, and now we could sell this probably around $25. But we're not done yet, so let's go ahead and print 2 more placements so you can see what those unique garments or unique placements look like on the garment. All right, so I'm going to unload my 6x20 leg and sleeve platen and drop in the 6x10. All right, I'm going to start isolating smaller areas of the garment, so I want to drop down in size for my platen. What we're going to be pressing now is the hood, right? So whenever we're thinking about isolating this, we need to consider the string that can get in the way and the metal, and then also this back seam. So since we're just loading this right on here, all of that is isolated. Now we have a nice flat area. Right. Now we'll take our 4th transfer and apply that. You can get really unique with hood placements. You don't just have to do the side. What a lot of people will do too is print right on top as well, just kind of avoiding that seam a little bit. I've seen them customize names there, and it looks really cool. Another hood application we did, which I'll show you here as this is applying, is the center of the hood, and we did it vertically all the way back from the start to the end of the hood. So you can see here, we did branding opportunity with this particular garment. So we started right at that Ogio label and then just dropped it all the way back in the hood. So that's another unique way that you can print hoods of the hoodies as well. Right, so we also took advantage of the bottom sleeve too. Right, so 3 placements for this one that allowed us to get more profitability for just that one piece. All right, so far we've done 2 placements on the front of the hoodie. We've done a sleeve placement, and now we have our hood placement. All right, so we haven't done anything on the back. And while the full back is very standard and something that you see a lot in the industry, think about how you can print the back in a unique placement so that it separates you from the competition. So what we're gonna do is just drop the bottom of this hoodie on here, and I call this a back hip location. But it's just, you just pick a side that you wanna personalize, and it's just right above that back seam. All right, so we're just gonna drop the school logo on the back, or mascot logo, if you will, and apply that. Okay, so again, just to reiterate, the more areas of a garment that you print, the more profit that you can make. So this goes beyond just hoodies. Hoodies offer a lot of different areas that you can print for more profitability. There are a lot of other garments out there that you can do unique placements with very easily with just a heat press. Right, so heat printing is known for being able to do a lot of unique placements because you can just load different platens on there and you don't have to worry about, sorry, you guys cannot see that, you know, hooping anything, trying to embroider all those different placements, or trying to burn screens in different areas of the screen so you can isolate. So whenever you're considering your print method when it comes to printing unique placements on garments, heat printing is going to probably be the easiest thing so you can isolate certain areas and not have to worry about whether or not you're going to reach the area you're trying to achieve. All right, so we're taking a hoodie that could be sold for $16 to $18 and increasing that profit opportunity with unique placements and more print areas so we can sell it for around $30. So we're building up how much profit you're actually able to make. So the product that I applied this hoodie with is our printable glitter. All right, so I was able to just gang up all those designs on one sheet of heat transfer vinyl, print and cut it, and then heat apply. So that's another thing that you want to consider is the type of print method you're going to go with, or aside from just the print method, but also the transfer type. What's going to be the easiest way to gang up a bunch of designs for one piece of garment. So you can do that very easily with the print cut process and also with our custom transfers from Transfer Express. You're able to gang up a lot of different designs on those as well. All right, so some more comments coming in. What is the cost of the hoodie? I believe this hoodie was around $8, but you can find out for sure. It's by district from Sanmar. Right, and Laura says, if you could put a unique placement guide to go along with regular placements that you've done for us. Yes, so Laura, this is actually something that we do have. So we have a placement guide that shows you not only the standard placements that you can utilize, but also the unique placements and the dimensions that we recommend for those placements as well. So that is the placement guide that you can download. It's just a PDF. It's a free download, so you can find that on our website. We also offer a logo here template. So if you wanted to show your customers on just a standard t-shirt or maybe a zip-up hoodie, where all the different locations they could choose, we have that for you to be able to order or be able to heat apply. So it's a transfer template that we made for you guys to do that as well. All right, so another question was, what is the gray hoodie? All right, this one is Ogio, and this was sourced from Sanmar as well. All right, so this one, really popular. I love what they did with this hoodie specifically because they added in mesh for the hood, and they did a lot of really cool seams on the front and then also in the back where it tapers in, kind of like the racer locations whenever they do tank tops and stuff. So Ogio, really good about doing unique outerwear and active wear. All right. And Mike says, do a whole episode on vertical placements. Good idea. We'll have to jot that one down. All right, so thank you guys so much for joining. It looks like that completes all the questions and comments. We will be live again next week. Yes, Bob and Mike will be here on the morning show talking more about sublimation printing and how you can achieve that with just your heat press. Thanks again. See you next time.